If you get really sick in your later years and you can't talk to a doctor and express what your wishes are for treatment, you do not want your family members trying to figure out what kind of treatment you would have wanted when you are unresponsive in a hospital bed and they are already experiencing some anguish about the situation. So you need a medical or healthcare power of attorney so that you can name someone to speak for you and you can express some wishes about what kind of medical treatment you would like. Now you can find these forms, these medical power of attorney forms, in hospitals, they have them, or through religious organizations, or in any number of places online. The question is, do you need a lawyer to help you get through this document to make sure that your wishes are going to be honored? The answer is no, not necessarily. There's no magical legal language that you need to have drafted into the document. The key is to have a meaningful conversation, especially with your family members who are going to see that your wishes are honored. I'm Patrick Cawley with Keystone Elder Law, and elder law attorneys guide people through these conversations with thought-provoking questions all the time. It's really a very common part of what we do for a living. But I'm just going to give you some things to think about so that if you were to fill out one of these forms available in any number of places, that you get the most out of it, because it's not about the form, it's about the conversation that you're going to have with your family members and with yourself as you decide what's important to you. So number one, what you're going to be doing is figuring out who do you trust to have a conversation with the doctor on your behalf. Some good qualities for that person to have might be that maybe they speak the language of the healthcare industry. They can understand what the doctor's saying and have that conversation. Is it someone who's going to advocate for you? Maybe pushing back on a doctor or a nurse with questions and not just taking what the healthcare staff have to say at face value. Asking questions about what's in your best interest and making sure that they are satisfied with the answers. Preferably it's somebody who's geographically close to you so that they can be there in person to advocate for you and to make decisions. So once you've chosen the decision maker, here's some other thoughts that form is going to ask you to make decisions about. So don't go checking boxes on the form until you've considered the following. If a doctor determines that damage or disease in your brain has caused you to really have no significant hope of coming out of that unresponsive state. Your brain is just damaged in some way that is pretty much beyond hope. At that point, do you want aggressive medical care to extend your life, or do you want pain medication and pain management and allow nature to take its course? In other words, quality of life questions come up. And I guess it comes down to what's important to you in that moment. Having many days or years of life, having your family present so they can, for their benefit, say goodbye to you, or do you want to be let go because you don't want to live in a vegetative state? Same question goes for an advanced medical condition such as cancer or kidney failure. If the doctors say you don't have much time to live, you'll have to make decisions like, well, if I have a month to live and my heart stops, do I want them to do CPR to get my heart going again? Do I want them to do surgery to fix some problem if the cancer or the renal failure is going to cause my death? So it comes down to those interventions and how much do you want them to try to extend your life? Probably the most challenging question is, do you want food and water to be provided through a tube? Now, that's probably not going to extend your life much if you have end-stage cancer, but if you're in a persistent vegetative state or a coma, that could very well extend your life. All of these questions really revolve around the same theme, though. It's what's important to you when you can no longer speak for yourself. You may have one or more complicated medical issues going on. Think about things like, where do you want to die? Do you want to be at home? Is it okay with you if you're in a facility? Do you want to relieve the burden on your family, or do you want to take care of being where all of your memories are? Things like that. Some other questions are, do you have spiritual needs that need to be met? that should probably be in the document. If you need your priest or rabbi or pastor to be present, you want to make a note of that so that it will be honored by the hospital. So these are questions that you can answer yourself. You can complete this form yourself. It helps sometimes to have someone guide you through the questions. And if you have questions based on this video, put them in the comments, because I bet somebody else watching this video will benefit from your thought-provoking question, and maybe you'll get some feedback that will help you.